Okay, hello. How we all doing actually, should I say? Gideon, finally, bro. On time. Morning. Yo, you guys ready for the stream this week? We have MMXM coming on, but this time I'm not holding my phone to the mic. So he better come prepared today for the stream on Wednesday. Hola. Is that Spanish? That is Spanish. Bro, I'm not holding my phone as the mic. Where is Matt? Matt's streaming tomorrow, I believe, and then we're doing a joint stream Wednesday. No way you're gonna call me Matt, bro. No way you think I'm Matt. Alright, let's see how NQ's looking for today. Like this week, I was looking at upside all the way to this high. Pretty easy draw, right? We got that high. I think we should get 26k though. Seems like an easy target. This is where I'm looking at. Like it looks like a round number. I believe this market has enough juice left in it. We left this huge gap open, like 200 points. I'm probably not going to trade today, but if you guys are watching, then we got a 200 point move to the upside. Could give us a play. Very easy targets leaning into today though is this high. So if you're looking to buy, I think this high should get taken out. If we don't take out this high, then I'd be very surprised. I can't believe you got me mixed up with Matt, bro. Like you're the one that should know who's who. Looking at ES as well, I think this high should get taken. The only reason I'm not bearish today, well, I am bearish. Like I want to see higher to go lower rather than lower to go higher right now. Good morning. Morning, bro. How are you doing? But if you trade my model, then you would have got a short opportunity today. We run out the high. Once you run the high, we get the low. So on a Monday, the model provided a very nice setup. If we check gold, I think this market still has somewhat of a run back into this gap. Like I don't see gold getting too low. Maybe 4,000 though. Like this low. This is at 4,000 even, so we should be able to get that as a foil. That gap is really huge. Yeah, it's pretty big to be honest, bro. It's mainly because of the government shutdown getting. I think it should be coming to a close pretty soon. But into today, this high just looks very easy. I think we should run that at the open. And then maybe 26k. Maybe not today, but I do see us getting 26k. If we get that, then I can look for something into the gap. But into today, I don't really mind sitting out. That's probably the biggest trouble for so many traders. They just can't sit out, you know, like every single day they want to be in a position. It's like pretty much being addicted to something, you know, you have to trade, you have to place a position and like see numbers go up and down. And if you really fall into that trap, trading can destroy a lot of people because you can't really differentiate anything from gambling at that point, you know? Like, yeah, you can manage risk, but at that point, if you're just really wanting to get an itch off and place positions, that's where you probably won't consider risk management at all. Tate brother, yeah, we got Tristan Tate in here. He watches the channel, bro. He's learning. Literally you. bro, you gotta set out some rules. Like today, even this was a short in my model. Like I knew we wanted this low, but I just didn't like the price action. So I don't need to be in the position. Like, yeah, my model's played out, it's great, but I know this exact same setup's gonna form again later in the week. So sometimes I'll just ignore Mondays completely, unless I'm bored. Like if it's a Friday, like last Friday, I was up on the week. I'll risk a bit of profit to just trade on the 1 minute time frame. But like I'm disciplined enough not to continue trading on the 1 minute time frame, you know. That's where most people go wrong. But I like gold. Gold's probably the best market today. We've run out the high. I think we just missed it. I think silver might have had an SMT or no SMT. Let's see. No, I don't think so. No SMT on silver, but again, run out the low of the range. I'll wait for this M15 structure to kind of clear out on gold. Minimum we should get to is 4K though. So until we get 4K, then I would lay off trying to buy this market right now. I'm looking at it. But heading into this open, give me this high. This high looks way too easy not to get taken. And then maybe if we get the high in terms of my model, we can push higher. Once we push higher, we can get this low. That's maybe the only thing I would kind of see in this market. I just had to stretch out, you know, putting in a lot of work sitting in front of the charts. GM, how you doing, bro? Welcome. Can I mention the range? Yeah. So honestly, I can't believe I gave this information for free on YouTube, but why not help people out, eh? So this is one of my time-based ranges. It starts at 112, finishes at 212. It's basically holding liquidity. All I'm looking for every single day is one side of the range to get taken so I can target the other end. So here today, it gave a short. So this is my change in delivery here. Stop above this high, you're looking for a short. So obviously if you took a smaller position, then maybe you took a win, it's a 1-to-1, but mainly you're looking for the low. So either this is a loss today, and then I allow myself 2 trades. Market shift delivery again, closes below. You could short it again, stop loss here, and then look for the low. So the loss you made, you make it back and a bit more. That's all I'm looking for the London range. New York, same thing. This range starts at 812, finishes at 912. All I'm looking for is the high to target the low, or if we get the low, to target the high. So if we get the low, I'll look for the high. If we get the high, I'll get the low. But I also put an emphasis on just understanding where the market wants to go. To me, the bullish market, it's still pushing higher. We left open this gap, so trading mechanically enough isn't alone. You need to have what I like to call a trading IQ, you know, like you need to be smart enough to understand that, okay, the market's bullish, we're pushing higher. It's 20 minutes before the open. Should I even try a short here? Or is it more likely the market might chop around, push higher, then drop off lower? So all of that stuff becomes a bit discretionary, but still, it's good to keep in the back of your mind, you know, especially with this approach. Like Dow was pretty clean today, took out the high, shift delivery, and then just amazing drop off. I actually like this market more than NQ lately. I like gold more than NQ lately, but I like the Asia range or Asia session more, and then London's been a lot better too. New York's just been a bit meh. I'd be interested to see how they open this market up. Like they pushed it higher 300 points or 200 points, So I want to see what they have to say. But easiest target for me heading into this open is 25,852. I don't see that being like the high of the day. If it is high of the day, then damn, I'm just wrong, you know? But I don't see it being high of the day. See if you can get the high. Forex wise, if you do trade my approach as well, GU, where you got the high, run to the low, very like it's on a Monday, you know, straight away. We got the play, and then on Friday we obviously had CPI come out. So Wednesday, I mean, we are going to be streaming, but we like any day that we have a Fed meeting or interest rates or whatever, I would just completely ignore that day. Like you can take that day off as a holiday, honestly, because that's the worst time to trade these indices, and especially the open is just horrible. Like they always tend to chop, they always tend to hardly move about. But into today, we can hopefully get this high taken. By Wednesday, though, I would want this market trading at 26K. I think it wouldn't be the worst of ideas. How long do you wait for? So like if the trade setup, you don't get it like after the major time windows. So 3 a.m. if you're trading my blueprint London range or 9:30. Like I would give it 15 to 30 minutes. If you don't have a setup, then just walk away. You can just wait until I don't know, maybe the next 30 minutes. If there's still nothing, I would just completely walk away. Like here, this is the 30 minutes. Finally, the market shifts delivery, and then we get the low to down here. Bro, your hairstyle's cool. Bro, should I read out your username? Real huge ass. That's a crazy user. How did YouTube allow that, bro? You're playing with the guidelines with that username. Bro, I appreciate it. I'm growing my hair out at the moment. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Maybe just slick it all back. Gold is stuck. I think it's waiting for the Fed meeting, honestly. But I think this low, 4,000 gold should get into this. Like 4,000 should be the draw. We can reference back this stream. Like ever since I started streaming, well, doing the streaming with Blue Guardian, you guys can actually go back to like the first ever few and you see how my targets have been for the market and how they've actually reached into them. Am I in any trades? Not today. I don't actually plan on taking anything, bro. Unfortunately. But if you're looking to take something, I think this high should get taken. If we don't run this high, then I'd be pretty disappointed in this market. But I'm going to be live with MMXM and Matt on Wednesday, so that stream should be pretty fun. And then live with Finn again on Friday. If you guys want to see Gideon on a stream, let me know. I can force him onto a stream. He's been unbanned, so that's good. Let's see. Oh, we also have pretty big earnings coming out from most of these stocks. Apple as well. Like if you were in the streams from, I don't know, around here, uh, I think April time or August actually, I was looking for these highs to get taken on Apple. Finally got there. I mean, Apple's just booming at the moment. It has the earnings all-time highs been met. I mean, I think they should beat their earnings with how the iPhone prices are right now and how hard it is to even get the new iPhone. So, don't know. It'd be interesting. But they should beat their earnings. I don't see them missing right now. Once the higher the range is taken, what is your entry? So it depends on you and like how you want to trade it. Like some people might prefer to short at the extreme highs. So like once we take out the high of the range, this is where they're already shorting, and then trading into like 50% of the range or whatever. For me, I have a few different entries that I like, but I mean the first initial OB changes delivery. This order block should hold up the market. That's the run to the downside. That's why I mainly like to trade, and then just get the run at the low. The initial delivery shifts here though, so that's why I look at 3 candles. I do have a video on that, so you will be able to check it out. The account's not available to purchase. Bro, I don't know. I don't manage. Ask Gideon. He'll know. You ruined your instant account by placing 10 trades today. Bro, go for the Guardian account. That's a good account. I think that's probably the best one to go for. Yo, how you doing, Ben 10? Welcome. All right, let's see. We got 10 minutes nearly until this open. I don't expect it to be that amazing. Maybe it pushes back below these lows. 15% is hard to maintain. I mean, the best way to go about that is actually risking a lot less than you should be. And then also, I would go with the Guardian account anyway. I like that more if I was you. What's my Instagram handle? It's just what's on the YouTube title. Mondays is sometimes crazy. Might see volume. I like Mondays. They're not the worst of days. Like all of these lows, I don't see them leaving out. So like for me, I want to see all of these lows get taken. I don't know if they do it today, but they are a target. For me though, I would like a run up above this high and then we drop off. That would make things a lot easier. My weekend was good, bro. How was yours? Oh, you didn't hit. Oh, did you use the uh thingy that stops you or locks you out the account? What is MMXM? Yeah, MMXM is just a trader. He's going to be live on Wednesday, so you can ask him all of his questions. I'm not holding the phone to the mic again. How does it feel to have a supercar? I'm actually split between, I don't know if I should get a McLaren or a Lamborghini actually. What would you guys rather have? Or if you have a McLaren or a Huracan? MMXM, market maker, sell and buy. Yeah, you got it. Hope he doesn't have difficulties this time. Bro, if he has difficulties, you guys have to like tell him to fix up. Money on the bank. That's why you trade. Stack up, invest. Most people actually get trading so wrong. They actually think that day trading is the only way to make money. If you day trade, then you also understand the markets to a level that most people don't. So you can always invest money. Like this play on Apple, I made $10,000. I had like a 70% return as well. Like all I did was just swing trade a stock, you know? So if you understand the markets and what's going on, investing your money and then reinvesting that, that's really how cash flow starts in. Like trading should be the goal of getting consistent cash flow and then investing that. Like if you want to never work again, that's how you do it. It's not just trading every single day. Like I have accounts that I don't need to trade every single day. Once you learn trading the right way, that is. All right, we also taken out the low, the range. We should get these highs. I don't see them leaving them out. Rolls in F1. F1's sick. I've not watched any of the F1 races. Do I expect the consolidation? I expect this run to get 25,852. Should be pretty good. Can you talk about the shift from past part-time to full-time trading? Yeah, it's actually it's very different to most people say they want to be a full-time trader, but they don't want to be a full-time trader because they don't even have the habits right now. You know, like nothing changes from you going part-time to full-time. You're still trading the same market, you're still trading the same account, you're still putting the same risk into the market. So nothing really changes unless you change, right? So like if you're following a strategy and the strategy works, like you're taking good trades and you're making good money, if you build the good foundation now, that's what's going to help you get to the point of scaling up, making more money, and just stopping over leveraging and all of that stuff. Like nothing really changes. The only thing changes, you have more time, but you got to understand that trading, you're trading for the freedom of time. So most people think as they have so much free time, they have to be trading, they have to be doing something, but it really doesn't work like that. So you really got to have a system and an approach that you sit in front of the market. If it plays out, great. If it doesn't, then you lost. Like it's not the market's fault. It's not anything like that. It's all your fault. Like once people start taking accountability, that's really where they succeed, not in trading, but in life as well. And this is one of the hardest ventures, but everything's hard, you know, like nothing's ever easy. So I had to be real with you guys there. So stop treating it like a video game. It might feel like a video game, but the money you lose and make is very real. So that's also what you got to think about. And think about the long term. Like, do you see yourself blowing accounts for the next 5 years? If not, then it's time for a change, right? And that change comes from you changing. So we got this low. I'm hoping this can close above the gap. We leave a opposing gap and just rush to the upside. That's how I would like to play this market. If they let me be a market maker for today, that's what I would do. open it up, and then am I planning for a short? Bro, did you just listen to what I was speaking about? Come on, Tristan, bro. You're part of the Tate brothers. You gotta be locked in. Do you think working out, going to the gym, all has an impact to someone's profitability? Not really, no. Like, you can meet someone that's probably the laziest in the world, and they got lucky off a meme coin. I know people that are millionaires from a meme coin. You know, they don't half of them don't care about learning to trade. They just got lucky. But is it really luck though? Because they found the right thing to put money into, and they made the money. You know, so I don't think working out and all that stuff plays a huge part in becoming profitable. Like meditating and all that stuff, I don't think it really does anything. Because if you're blowing accounts and over leveraging and over trading, the problem isn't how long you're spending in a sauna or how many reps you're doing. The problem is you keep over leveraging. So until you change that, that's really the point you'll see the growth. But I mean, it builds a routine. So like being disciplined enough to follow going to the gym and all that stuff plays key important. It helps building a routine. I would say trading's all about routine. But that being said, there are people that don't have a routine and still do well. 2 minutes to go until the open. Yeah, let's see how we open up. This red line right here, it's 8:20 is open, so you can see how sensitive this market is. Back in the open outcry period, this was a important opening price for the bond market as well. So let's see. I hope we leave all of these lows and don't get them today. Could still get them, but maybe one more run above these highs. He's a talisman. That's actually a cold username though, Talisman Tate. Do you meditate before trading? No, I don't. But if you do, then who am I to say it's wrong or right, you know? Like, if it works, it works. It's the same concept as like people praying if they're in a trade. Like, if you're over leveraging, over risking, no one's really going to help you, you know? Like, most people know what they're doing wrong, they just keep doing it. I can't stop hopping from a model to model. Bro, you gotta lock in. Like, there's gonna come a point where either you stop yourself from doing the damage right now, or you hit rock bottom and then you're like, all right, I gotta fix this. So you gotta hit a stage of being like, oh, I'm at this stage and I've messed up so many times. I need to fix this. Right, let's see how we get the open. I'm assuming we have a huge regular trade hours gap, yeah. Like this gap is huge. I would expect a fill of this, but I would want to see those highs. Oh, look, the highs got taken. Who would have guessed? Right. All right, so that's pretty much all I wanted from today, but it just happened in one candle, but you can see my model again played out very nicely. Honestly, I would just like to see today push higher if it gives. I know a lot of people want to be short in this market for a retracement. I do see the retracement, but I want to see it push a bit higher. But if you're with me from the start of the stream, you know we were looking for all of these highs to get taken. Model played out very nicely. I would just want to see a push. So if you're in a long, I would look CP or take some profits. And we got an SMT at the lows. As long as until ES takes out this high, if you're in that NQ long, I would just expect NQ to continue on pushing. Like we're in uncharted territory right now. This is all-time highs, so I don't know how far this market can fly up to. Very informative today. Thank you, bro. I've thought, why not spit some free game for you guys, right? Because trading's a very lonely business, and if you don't have anyone in your corner telling you about their experience, what helped them make money, it becomes very hard. It's like one of the things is my model. Like I've literally just given my knowledge to you. So like half of the work I've done, right? Like I've literally given you a gold mine. Like you could see it formed here. Granted, you might not have been able to take that trade, but it's still formed, right? So again, this model formed like for free. There's no strategy or model out there that can deliver what mine can. And that's not even an ego thing, it's just a very repeatable process. So like right now, we were looking for these highs. So I can explain to you why I was looking for those highs, but most of it comes to like experience, right? Like I've been in positions where I've seen the market do this. I've traded at all-time high markets for a while. Like NQ was at 17K a few years ago, and it all just continued pushing higher. Every time we left figure swings or anything like this, all I wanted to do was just target this high. I needed one candle to push there. That's it. Like 20, 30 points a day. You'd be surprised how far that can really compound. Does it get boring, the success and making money? I mean, honestly, I don't see myself as like successful. I mean, I've done all right, but there's always more to be done, right? That's how I view it. Because if you start thinking you're the best, there's one thing for sure. There's always someone that's going to be better than you. So you got to always understand that. Because if you start letting the ego take over you, then that's really where life destroys a lot of people. Because no matter how rich you think you are, there's always going to be someone with more money. So if you start just looking at everything in terms of money, it's really what's going to mess with your perspective. That's why a lot of people struggle, like you hear people saying once they're not happy because they're rich. Well, most of it comes down to they're just measuring success on money, not anything else. So that's a big thing. How do you plot the ranges? I got this indicator made for free. Well, for free, you can get an indicator on here. If you go into TFO ranges, he'll be able to plot in the times for you. Like kind of, and you can plot in the time-based windows. So do you participate in the monthly competition? I don't even know what that is. I could try it. All right, nice. So we took out those highs. I mean, huge wick to the downside. I hope they don't sell this market off. Like if they do, then I guess we have this as a target. My main target for today was these highs. I kind of want to do a Blue Guardian competition. That would be pretty sick. All right, we're taking the highs. I want to see how this candle closes. The 5-minute close pretty weak. Failed to close above the M5 as well. Could be enough juice to end out those lows. New week opening gap is a target. Yeah, that is the target. I want to see it. Preferably, I want to see it left open for Monday. Maybe we trade into there Tuesday or Wednesday. That's why I was thinking. Into today. But I mean, we're selling off right now. ES left this SMT higher as well. So as long as that stays weak, could be enough. But we'll have to see what they do with this candle. Because this M5 gap stayed below. Main targets were just 25,852. We'll see if we can get there. Close with this candle. But as I said, I mean, I don't really want to trade this market. I'm probably going to get in on something tomorrow. I just want to see how this Monday candle closes. I'm more interested in that. And I'm kind of interested in gold. Like, if it gets sub 4K, I want to buy this. What's the reason I didn't take it? Mainly because I just don't need to, you know, like today, I know we're pretty high up. I know where the market wanted to go. I just don't want to put a risk on into this today. That's also how I trade. Like sometimes I'll know exactly what it kind of wants to do. Like with my model, I just won't execute on it. I just don't feel the need to do so. But it just delivered in one candle. Like this was 9:30, we took the low. Unless you're sniping the low, then yeah. But it just happened in one single candle. What's your target to buy? I think sub 4K would have me interested in the gold market. Wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Alright, NQ's still holding up. I hate how it's left loads of these wicks. Usually when it does this, should clear up closing above the gap. Me, ideally from like a reversal or retracement trader's perspective, for me, I would just like all these lows to be left and this gap. And then Monday, we just continue pushing higher all the way to like 26K into Monday, Tuesday, because then I can look for a Wednesday reversal. That's like how my mind is thinking right now. That's really what would entice me into it. But if you guys go into your like journal trades, you'll probably find that most of your winning trades are after Tuesday anyway. It's because the market's cleared up a lot. You don't need to kind of anticipate where the Monday candle Tuesday's going to close. That's already closed for you. There's easier targets. Either you're targeting Monday's high or low or Tuesday's high and low. So you have targets already determined. I'd say Wednesday's probably one of the best days for most of you if you're looking back at your trades. I would assume. All right, we've got 5 minutes until the close of this 15-minute candle. So if this 15-minute candle closes with large wicks and small body, just look to target 50% of this low, 50% of that high. But if it closes strong, then I think it might just continue pushing. That's how I would like it. That's just me though. Like I'm the guy that loves selling the Nasdaq, but today I just don't want to sell it. So I just want to see it do well in the green, stay green today. I do believe there's some more earnings coming out. I think we have Meta. I think on Wednesday, is it? That would be interesting. So this candle's pushing. I want to see it close above this Wix high. If it can do that, then it should be interesting. I don't see anything to take around here though. Looks very up and down. I'll give you guys kind of an outlook on DXY, what I'm thinking. I want to see it stay weak. Like, I don't think this is bottoming out. If it does, I'll be surprised, but I still think no one wants to put money into the DXY just yet. If it stays weak, I think foreign currencies should rally on higher and see a bit more strength. Same with Euro. They've been moving sideways, so I feel sorry for you guys if you're still trading Forex. Come and take a look at the index futures. Alright, we got a few minutes till the close of this 15-minute candle. Holy, this looks like a chop right now. Forex sucks. Yeah. You can trade currency futures, like if you do really want to trade Forex, but CFD wise, it's been very just awful. Looking for the new week opening gap. Me, I don't want to see them take it out, to be honest. I want them to leave this until like Tuesday or Wednesday so I can be in a position and we can all just sell it into them. I kind of want to just see it stay weak, sorry, strong around here, still pushing higher. There's no one shot, one kill on futures. Yeah, but on a personal account, you can. If you have enough margin. That's what I kind of want to do. I want a one shot, one kill on it. That's how I used to trade if I trade Forex though. I traded one shot, one kill. I'd only look to trade, like, have one position. I would just either hold it for the whole week and I risk like 2% or 3% sometimes. I'll wait to see 50%. Yeah. Most Forex traders are moving to futures. I mean, you get a lot of benefits of trading futures. I mean, you have no spreads or little to no spreads. Like, this is how small the spread is right now, 0.05 pretty much. If you have a personal account, I mean, yeah, that's the only advice I could give. But otherwise, you can't hold for overnight with futures. Futures firms are a lot better as well. Dude, ES looks horrible. I always feel sorry for people who trade ES, but sometimes I look at ES and I'm like, it's not too bad. Most of the time I look at ES and say it looks bad. Nasdaq's closing this candle in a minute. Let's see. Holy wicks though. Gold was good. I think gold should get 4K. I want it to get 4K. Like this low, I'm targeting down here. Should get it. Let me see it get it. Let's see this 15-minute candle. I mean, it closed pretty strong. I want to see it get 50% of this wick, like 25,847. I hope they don't take the new week opening gap today. Either they consolidate this market or push it higher. That's just me talking though. What's my view on YM? YM delivered my model pretty nicely. This market's acting a bit weird. Like, YM's the weakest of these three. We got 50% of the gap tagged. It'd be interesting to see what it does. I don't really hold a bias too much on YM right now. Ask me in market close, then I'll let you know. But I'll let you know my bias on NQ, how I stand. Like, start the stream, I was looking for 25.852, easily smack through there. Now I'm just mainly looking for it to continue pushing higher. And then maybe Wednesday, I wanted to see it sell off. That's what I would be happy with if I was the market maker. To open a futures account, do you need to buy? Yeah, you need to buy a lot of like live data. You need to buy a few things. Like all in, you're probably paying like $50 a month, maybe more, for like a live account. So it just depends. Do egg Qs not moved at all, bro? ES looks way worse. A lot of wicks. A whole lot of wicks. But usually when it makes a lot of wicks like this, it's just going to expand like soon. So either it's going to knock out anyone that's early selling and just blast off, knock out anyone that's early buying and drop off. Me, I would hope it runs higher again. That's the optimist in me talking. That's the bull inside of me talking. So if you're in gold shorts, then you should be looking good. This is our target, 4K. Should be able to get that. Let's see. Nothing else really looks that nice. Maybe German 40. Oh, German 40 actually played out my model nicely right there. But that was really it. So you see what I spoke about, this M15 wick. As soon as that prints, look to target 50%. So 50% right there. Taps it right to the tick. That's like very high frequency trading, but just opening your eyes to a newer lens of looking at stuff within the market. Holy chop, bro. These wicks look horrible. Yeah, with like prop firms like Blue Guardian, you don't need to pay. If you buy an account, you don't need to pay for like live data or anything like that. But if you're opening up a personal account, then you do. But with the prop firm, they take care of that. Higher time frame is so hard. Let's see. The safest bet always is, if you're ever trading on a Monday, is look for Friday's candle, see where it is, and if it's overly strong, 9 times out of 10 we're looking for the high to get taken. That's what I was looking for anyway for this outlook. Finally, yes, and NQ moving. Feels like a chop though, this market right now. Nothing too great, but again, it makes sense. We pushed 250 points overnight. Let me see how many points we've actually pushed. Yeah, this market's up 500 points. That's crazy. I feel like Blue Guardian's so far. You think? Nice. I think gold will go. Yeah, I'm looking for 4K on gold. Wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Shorts would be great. I would not be opposed to shorts. I don't want to see them play out today, though. I kind of want to see them play out tomorrow or Wednesday. That's what I would like. The best thing to do when we have like a very wicks to the up and downside, instead of trying to chase the market like, oh, finally the market's going to move, this is where a lot of people are selling. This is where a lot of people are buying. So you're pretty much always buying the top and you're always selling the bottom. And this retracement up is always blowing your account. This retracement low is always blowing your account. So just take a step back and just wait. Just wait for this price action to show you what it wants to do. All right. If you miss it, then you miss it. You know, there's nothing you can do. It's like stuck in a range. Yeah, Gideon's the final boss. Like, if you want to summon him, you need to say something that grabs his attention. Otherwise, nothing's gonna get to him. He's the final boss of all moderators. Crazy market. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna move soon. I'm hoping for the upside move. But you remember when we spoke about this wick? 50% of both sides, high and low. Got high and low, but it just remains pretty choppy. PM will be clean. Yeah. Who trades the PM though, you know? I don't really like the PM. It's not the worst of sessions, but it's not the best either. Why does NQ keep moving up? Because it knows I'm bullish. It knows it wants me to keep it up. Where's the hammer? We're going to put the hammer on NQ. And we'll just help it push up. How do we move it? I don't know how to move it. We're hammering NQ higher. Like we're pushing it higher right now. This is what this price action's done to me. It's working though. Slowly pushing. Push, push, push. Well, it's actually working. We're just got to get through these wicks. What am I doing? I'm hammering the price action so I can push higher. It's actually working right now. Nearly there. This is the hammer price action. This is the hammer strategy. It works. It's actually working. Now we should get the move. Oh yeah, we need to add the magnet. Where is the magnet? We're going to put an eyeball right here. And then bring back the hammer. And then just push it to the upside. And then finally, it might move. No, the hammer's actually working. This is crazy. Like the hammer's actually working. One last push and we're nearly there. Nearly there. Let's see ES. ES is nearly there. price action, hammer action. Bro, I hope this pushes. Imagine we just die now and we just break and blow through the hammer. I've not even been seeing what you guys said. Let me read the chat. Yeah, we should invert the chart. This is literally trading this price action. That's what it did to me. It made me bring out the hammer. My strategy's working, not the hammer. That's also true. The hammer did most of the work, though. NQ's variable volatile. NQ's hardly moved today, bro. Like, it's still within the opening candle. So choppy. But I have a feeling it's just going to blast off. I can feel it. We need to find the magnet. I don't know where the magnet's gone, but... Gold? I'm looking for 4K on gold, bro. That's my target. I'm hoping it gets to 4K. NQ, if you guys were with me from the start of the stream, this is the highs I was looking for, 25,853. Rest of the day, I low-key just want to see it be bullish. That's kind of how I feel. Right, we have 2 minutes until 10 a.m. Maybe the hammer can finally get it higher. Nah, the hammer's actually working. Nah, nearly. Yes. Oh, yes, got the high, finally. The hammer worked. No, we're almost there. 1 more minute. Still can be shorted. I still want to see it push higher. Bro, you guys have seen this? This hammer is actually the magical hammer. Right. We started hammering from here, and now we got this whole move. This has been good. Now, this was a W hammer. All I'm looking for is this high. If we get it, then we're pretty lucky. I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, it's already 10 a.m. What the hell? That happened too quick. This stream went pretty quick. Let's see if the hammer gets the high. If we get the high, then this is good stuff. The hammer delivered. So we'll see how the 4-hour candle opens up. I mean, I hope you guys did enjoy this stream. The main thing I was looking for was these highs to get taken. I kind of don't want to see this market sell off. I just want to see it stay strong or chops around, because I want to see a sell off either on Tuesday or Wednesday. All right, they're nearly there at the high. Same with the ES. Like, I want to see it stay strong. This high looks way too strong. We're nearly there at the high though. So the hammer strategy actually worked. The hammer pushed this market higher as we wanted. So it's only right that we pick the winners. Whoever comments the word hammer, so HAMMER, that's how you guys have got to spell it. And then I'll pick the winners from that. I only have 2 winners, by the way, today. I think Ethan's live, so. All right, first winner I got is Adam K. Right there. And then Thomas NJR. All right, cool. So that's the 2 winners for today. We're nearly there, by the way, at the high. So I hope you guys did enjoy this stream. I'll be back streaming on Wednesday, and then I'm live with MMXM actually on Wednesday. Bro, you see this? The hammer actually worked. There we go. Huge pump. So hopefully you guys were in the longs where we were speaking about this whole stream. And I'll speak to you all on Wednesday with MMXM and then live with Finn on Friday. So enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully you guys made some money.